Hello everyone and welcome to Time to Cook. I am Chef Christy. Today I am making 3 of my favorite Christmas candies. These are so good. I have been making these candies for years. They make wonderful gifts. Your friends and family will really appreciate getting a nice little box full of homemade candy. Now, as you can see, my table here is full of ingredients, but I'm going to go over each candy with you and everything that you will need to make it. But before I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if you want to be notified when I upload a new delicious recipe, then hit that little notification bell that you see just below this video. And also, let me know that you like this video by giving me a thumbs up. So the first candy that I want to show you is for my coconut bonbons. So in a large mixing bowl, I have 2.5 sticks of a softened room temperature butter, and I'm just going to take an electric mixer and I'm going to cream it. Next, I'm going to blend some sweetened condensed milk, and this is one 14-ounce can. Okay, so you want to mix the butter and condensed milk until it's nice and smooth. And now I'm going to switch to a spatula. And then I'm going to add 2 14-ounce bags of a coconut, the sweetened flakes. And then I have 2 cups of chopped almonds. All right, so I'm going to mix this. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. All right, so as you can see, this is super thick. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover this with some plastic wrap and place it in my refrigerator for a couple hours or even overnight. So the second candy that I will be making is Peanut Butter Buckeyes. I think this is everybody's favorite. So in a large mixing bowl, I have 1 pound of butter that has been sitting at room temperature, and I'm going to add 2 cups of a creamy peanut butter, and I'm going to add 1 cup, then blend and mix this peanut butter and butter together, and then add the second cup. Okay, so again, I'm going to switch to a rubber spatula, and I'm going to add 5.5 cups of powdered sugar. But before I add the powdered sugar, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, this peanut butter mixture looks really good. So now I'm just going to cover this with some plastic wrap and again place it in my refrigerator for a couple hours. So the third candy that I will be making is chocolate covered cherries. So in a medium size mixing bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of softened butter, and then I'm going to add 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. And I'm using a 10-ounce jar of the maraschino cherries, and I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of this liquid. And 1 teaspoon of corn syrup. And then I'm just going to mix this all together. Okay, so as you can see, this cherry mixture is a thick fondant, and I'm going to be using that to wrap around my cherries. So I have drained the rest of the liquid off my cherries, and I place them in a bowl, and then let me show you how to make your cherry. You just need to use 1 teaspoon of this fondant and press it out in your fingers to make a large disc. Then you'll take a cherry and put in the center and then wrap that fondant around it. Roll it to make a little ball. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so I have wrapped all of my cherries with that fondant, and now I'm going to go place them in my freezer for around 30 minutes. This will make it easier to dip them in chocolate. Okay, so my peanut butter mixture has been chilling. Now I'm going to take a small cookie scoop and I'm just going to make little balls. So I have rolled all of my peanut butter balls, and now I'm going to go place them in the freezer for right around 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, so I'm going to take my coconut mixture, use a small cookie scoop, and just make little balls. Easy peasy. Okay, the coconut balls are all rolled. I'm going to go place them in the freezer for 30 minutes to an hour. So all of my candy has been rolled into balls and placed in the freezer. So while they're in there chilling out, I am going to melt some chocolate. And I have 2 different kinds here that you can use. This is just the melting wafer chocolate, and then this is the bark. Either of these work beautifully. So I'm melting my chocolate on top of my stove using a double boiler, but you can also melt your chocolate in the microwave, and you should find the directions of how to do that on the back of the package of chocolate. Okay, so I'm going to start with my cherries, and these have been in my freezer and they are nice and frozen solid. I'm also using a little candy dipper, which makes things really nice. And all I'm going to do is just drop this cherry in my chocolate. Lift it up, and then I'm going to place it on a tray over here that I have parchment paper. Wow, what a plate of Christmas candies. Delicious chocolate covered cherries, Buckeyes, and coconut bonbons, 3 of my very favorites. And then look at this adorable little gift box I found. These are perfect to put your candies in and then give them as a gift to someone special, your friends and your family. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon with more delicious holiday recipes.